The court finds that the disparity in severance packages constitutes unlawful discrimination.
The following video is for educational purposes only, based on publicly available information. It is not legal advice, and all opinions expressed are our own. Viewer discretion is advised. Introduction. In this episode, we examine the case of Telkom Kenya Limited versus John Ochanda, suing on his behalf and on behalf of 996 former employees of Telkom Kenya Limited, where 997 former employees filed a lawsuit alleging discrimination in severance packages during a retrenchment exercise. What was the court's ruling? Let's dive in to find out. The storyline. The employees worked for Telkom Kenya, which was undergoing restructuring and privatization. A staff rationalization program targeted employees over 50 for Phase 1 and those under 50 for Phase 2. Disputes arose when Phase 1 employees alleged their severance packages were less favorable compared to Phase 2 employees. Phase 1 employees received 3 months' salary in lieu of notice, 1 month's severance pay for each remaining year, and transport allowance. Phase 2 employees received a more generous package, including 2.5 months severance pay per year worked and a golden handshake of 150,000 Kenyan shillings. Employees filed a suit claiming the process was discriminatory and their terminal benefits were less than they would have received under normal termination. The High Court ruled in favor of the employees. Telkom Kenya appealed, but the Court of Appeal upheld the decision. The judgment. As the case unfolded, the courts were called upon to scrutinize the retrenchment process, specifically whether the actions of Telkom Kenya violated the principles of fairness and equality in labor law. The court's verdict was as follows. The High Court delivered a groundbreaking judgment, finding that the disparity in severance packages between employees over and under the age of 50 constituted unlawful discrimination. The court declared that the respondents, 996 former employees, were entitled to severance pay equivalent to 2.5 months' salary for every year worked, matching the terms granted to younger retrenchees. Additionally, the court ruled that all employees were entitled to a golden handshake of 150,000 Kenyan shillings, reinforcing the principle of equality in employment practices. Respondents appeal. Unwilling to accept the verdict, Telkom Kenya escalated the matter to the Court of Appeal. The company argued that the retrenchment process adhered to established HR policies and that differences in severance packages were justified by the employees' age groups and retirement statuses. However, the appellate court found no merit in these arguments. Final ruling. In its October 25, 2013 decision, the Court of Appeal upheld the High Court's judgment. It agreed that using separate formulas for severance pay based on age created an unjustified disparity that undermined the rights of the employees. The court emphasized that such practices contravened Kenya's labor laws, which safeguard against discrimination in all forms, including age. Award to claimants. The 997 employees were awarded the revised severance benefits, amounting to approximately 3.1 billion Kenyan shillings, a sum reflecting the gravity of the violation and the need for equitable treatment in workforce restructuring. Key legal principles. This ruling reaffirmed critical principles in labor law, including non-discrimination. Employers must apply consistent standards when determining benefits during retrenchment or other HR processes. Fair treatment. Disparities must be justified by objective criteria and not subjective categories like age. Compliance with labor laws. Organizations are obligated to align restructuring processes with statutory and contractual requirements. Closing remarks on judgment. The Court of Appeal's decision not only addressed the grievances of the affected employees, but also sent a strong message to employers about the necessity of equity, transparency, and adherence to legal standards. For Telkom Kenya, this was a costly reminder of the high stakes involved in labor law compliance. Analysis and key insights. We learned that discrimination in benefits can lead to costly legal battles. Transparency and fairness in restructuring processes are essential. Best practices for organizations. There is need to standardize severance packages to ensure equity. Ensure that you engage employees and unions during restructuring to address concerns. Key lessons for HR professionals. Ensure retrenchment criteria and benefits comply with employment laws. Maintain clear documentation and communication throughout organizational changes. Conclusion. This case highlights the importance of equity and compliance with labor laws in restructuring exercises. HR teams must prioritize transparency and fairness to mitigate risks. What's your take on this case? Have you witnessed similar challenges as in the case, and how did you manage? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more HR insights and employment law breakdowns.